The calendar has turned over. We are into September, which means it is time for me to go back to the Nintendo eShop and find you 5 fantastic hidden gems that you can score for under 25 bucks. Welcome to the channel, everybody. I'm Jay. The channel, of course, is Square Pegs, and we are talking today about the Nintendo Switch eShop. I'm into now my 3rd year of doing these videos, and that means we have done a lot of them. There are a lot of games that have been covered, so if you're interested in this, be sure to check out the playlist that's linked up here in the card right now. So what do you say? Let's head over to the Switch, and we'll take a look. Major thank you to Chuhai Labs for providing a review code for what is quite literally my favorite sports game of the year, Curse to Golf. Developed by Thunderful, Curse to Golf is a magnificent, ever-shifting game where you, as the cursed golfer, have to work your way through golf purgatory as you attempt to make your way back to the land of the living. Yeah, did I mention you're like super dead? There's numerous courses for you to make your way through, each offering 18 holes of pure golf mayhem. And when I say mayhem, I mean it. There's explosives, teleporters, fans, statues, tons of obstacles to interact with and try to shoot your way around, over, and in some cases through. And true to form, being a curse, you have a limited number of shots per hole. But fear not, my friends. Breaking silver and gold statues will add more shots onto your remaining total, and you'll have a plethora of ace cards at your disposal with which to grant you crazy power-ups on your journey through the golf underworld, all with the assistance of an aid of each course's legendary caddy. It has been legitimately one of my favorite gaming experiences of the year, and my favorite offbeat sports game since Golf Story a few years ago. At $19.99, it's been an absolute joy to play. I haven't experienced a game that made me say just one more round in a long time. This is 100% in contention for my Game of the Year countdown in December. I will admit it, I really like auto-runner games. I also really like inexpensive games that offer unique and enjoyable gameplay experiences. And I really like a vaporwave aesthetic. And the absolute fantastic Comedian, which, thank you to Qbyte Interactive for the review copy, delivers in spades. Featuring intuitive gameplay that's easy to pick up and play, but incredibly hard to master, your entire goal is to cruise along the different neon rails, collecting lightning bolts and floppy disks as you run, jump, dodge, and utilize physics in order to launch your way around the levels. It's deceptively simple at first. At first blush, all you're doing is moving from point A to point B, and you just have to dodge some obstacles. But manipulating the speed at which your character moves, the angles at which you jump, as well as enabling and disabling the various neon tracks you can grind on will cause you to bounce to different elevations or inside of loops to get at different objects is a near masterpiece in physics implementation and manipulation. I won't lie to you, the game can be frustrating. But not in an I never want to play this again kind of way. In actuality, this hits me a lot more like the classic Tony Hawk games, where it's more of a, damn it, if I had just timed that jump better kind of way. It is such a deceptively simple game that has a metric ton of nuance and challenge to it. And honestly, at $3.99, it'll be worth every penny to play it. I really love working with East Asiasoft. They're always happy to provide review codes on games like this amazing space shooter here. Now, I will admit that the name Rick Henderson for a video game might be the most misleading aspect of a game since Phalanx's banjo-playing old man on its cover, because I'd wager that the first thing you think of is probably not a bullet hell space shooter featuring over-the-top visuals, huge boss fights, and amazing music. You're able to choose from 3 different ships, and yes, one of them is captained by the aforementioned Rick Henderson, and each has a different array of gameplay techniques, so you're able to tailor things more to your playstyle. And it's an endless shooter, so while you're going to run into boss fights, the game is going to continue ramping up in difficulty the further into it you play. And you've got to be quick, because you're going to be attacked from every angle by multiple enemies with different projectiles and different attack techniques. With over 25 different weapons and upgrades to impart on your ship, the game is a really fun mix of challenging space shooter and nostalgic throwback to the classic 16-bit games of my youth. By which, of course, I mean the game is mind-numbingly difficult at times, taking 0 prisoners as it attacks, swarms, and randomizes each encounter as you fly your way through 15 different boss variants. And, this is especially cool, there's been a very nice accessibility option added here with a 1-color mode for visually impaired players. I'm having a lot of fun with Rick Henderson, and at $7.99, you could be too. I didn't really know what to expect from Chenso Club. When I requested the review copy from Curve Digital, the game looked interesting enough. It was an action platformer with some pretty killer visuals, but I didn't really know what to expect when I actually got into the game. I kind of thought it was going to be more of a cookie-cutter experience, but rather than that kind of copy and paste experience, I get a game that's inspired by Flint Hook, feels like it's inspired by Enter the Gungeon, and is 100% fun. And it's a good thing because the world of Chenso Club is being overrun by aliens. And it's up to you as a member of the Chenso Club to attack the alien hordes, collect their life force, and rescue your fellow club members. And as you make your way through each stage, you're going to be presented with a single screen of combat. And each screen offers a variety of harmful barriers, enemies, and environmental impediments that'll require you to think quickly on your feet and use your various attacks, special moves, and dashes to keep your health as full as possible. And you need to be sure to keep that life force maxed out because when the shop appears and offers you to get upgrades for your character, you legit pay in blood. So if you want that special boomerang attack, you're going to have to knock at least a few points of health off of your life force for the next fight. But of course, fear not, my friends. For every time you kill an alien invader, you're able to absorb their life force if you jump onto that drop jewel. It's going to allow you to heal up. It's a fast-paced and frantically fun game that leans heavily into its beautiful design aesthetic and fast and fantastic gameplay. And best of all, it's got competitive couch co-op. Make your way through the world of Chenso Club, defeat the alien hordes, and unlock your fellow club members, all for just $14.99. There are certain genres that probably shouldn't be mashed together just based on how dissimilar they are, but Anton Ball Deluxe from Proponent Games proves that you can take the frantic action of a platformer and the necessary kind of overthinking strategy of a brick breaker, toss them in a blender, hit puree, and come out with something that is equal parts Wario Land and Arkanoid and all parts fantastic. Featuring 3 distinct game modes, Anton Ball Deluxe is a brilliant expansion of a Game Jam title. And after an unfortunate night where he imbibed in maybe a few too many fizzy drinks, Anton finds himself in the sewers of his hometown of Boiler City. But, as its best exterminator and possessor of the aforementioned Anton Ball, rather than trying to just climb his way out, Anton decides that he's just going to cut his way through a cavalcade of bricks, pests, and tricky jumps in order to clear out all 30 levels that are standing in his way. But the fun doesn't just stop there. You've also got Punch Ball mode, where you'll be using your punch ball to knock enemies off of the different platforms, and Versus Anton Ball, where you can play 1v1, 2v2, or even 2v1 matches. Anton Ball is a frantic and fun game that offers an excellent challenge, fantastic visuals, and a truly unique gameplay experience, the likes of which I've never encountered before. At $14.99, it's a hell of a lot of fun and a really bizarre spin on 2 classic genres. There you have it, everybody. 5 fantastic hidden gems you can get on the Nintendo Switch this month for under $25. A nice mix of gameplay this month. We got some old school stuff here. I love Anton Ball. That mix of platforming and Arkanoid is something that really shouldn't work nearly as well as it does, but it is a spectacular pick. And I'm loving the other games on this list as well. Let me know in the comments down below what game looks best to you, and if there are any hidden gems you know of that I should be taking a look at. Please hit like, please subscribe if you're new around here, and if you're a return viewer and you haven't already done so, why haven't you subscribed, man? Come on, click that button, hang out for a while. Big thank you to my patrons you guys are seeing on screen right now. Them and my channel members are what keep this channel moving forward. I appreciate your guys' support and appreciate you guys being here. Until next time, folks, I've been Jay. Appreciate you spending a little bit of time with me. Remember to play more games, stay square, and take care. I'll talk to you soon.